get us booted off of Spotify for playing the Laverne and Shirley.
Well, no, because you masquerade it with the countdown.
Yeah,
That's what I did there.
yeah.
I read that little tip on the Google machine.
So, question for you this morning.
Yes.
What's the first thing you heard about the Jacksonville game last night? Whose fault was it that Jacksonville lost?
I heard that the first thing I heard was Baltimore's Lamar Jackson should be the MVP.
Okay. So now if the Bears were playing last night, it would have been Justin Fields' fault because he fumbled twice. Lawrence fumbled twice, and not once was it said that Trevor Lawrence needs to hang on to he leads the league in turnovers.
So I'm guessing at some point somebody did say something, but you're just so Bears angry that you're just not hearing it, boy.
I know.
No,
I'm not angry. I'm just it's even the we're not going to get too deep into that today because we're going to talk playoffs today. We're going to top our top 6 NFL teams.
And you go ahead and
we're going to give away $100 real money on plastic
Visa gift cards.
Yes, we're going to go Visa gift card
because Henniger meats you can't.
We're not going to do Henniger meats. Tell you.
Well, I'm just saying. There's let's get it to Chick-fil-A. Well, not every place is a Chick-fil-A. Rochester just got a Chick-fil-A like 4 years ago. Where's the closest Chick-fil-A for you?
Bismarck.
Fargo. Which is what?
2 hours.
Far is? Yeah. So who's going to drive 2 hours?
Yeah, but you're going to go on a trip. You're going to have this card.
I'm going to go.
We're going to give a $25 gift card that you can use anywhere you want to. You can use it at your local Family Dollar. Hey, Becky, you can have you can spend it wherever you want to. The local dime store, if you still got a Ben Franklin in town, you can take it there. They might not take it, but you like the Ben Franklin thing?
That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I haven't heard the store Ben Franklin in a long time. So.
Yeah, good times.
Does Henniger still have a Ben Franklin or not?
No, we've moved up to the Family Dollar. So
Family Dollar, gotcha.
Yeah, we don't have a Dollar General. Every other town around here has a Family Dollar and a Dollar General.
We got the Dollar Store, we got Family Dollar, we got Dollar General, and then we got Walmart. So it's all the same.
You don't have a Target, do you?
We got 2 Targets.
We have 2. I was say Minnesota, isn't that like the home of Target?
Yeah. There's and they're both super Targets, I believe. Right? Yes, I'm getting confirmation from this gal next to me over here that they're both super Targets. So you
are super. They seem cleaner too.
Well, and you can just get your groceries there and buy all your stuff all at one shop.
Yeah, so that's pretty much everywhere now.
Right. Well, that's true. So, what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk your Bears first? Or you want to talk?
When are we going to give away our? We're going to give away our 25 at the end of the show.
Yeah. So then people actually have to listen. If anybody's listening to it,
maybe we'll give one away between segments. How about that?
We could do that
between each segment, and then we'll
there you
talk trash about the person that's no.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of nice. The ones you picked, we don't even know who they are. So that's good. I mean, just that lottery system works pretty well. Put all their names.
They were all picked up. Yep. All picked out.
Yeah. So. Good work on that. Got to give you that. You know, for an older person, you actually once in a while have a pretty dang good idea.
Yeah.
You're kind of useful. But what do you want to talk about first, though? You want to talk about the dropped pass? Do you want to talk about
that? Well, now the drop pass or the drop passes?
Well, we can do that.
There was 3 drop passes that cost the Bears that ball game. One of them cost them the ball game.
Or we can talk about,
Or we talk about. Well, we're talking about the passes, so we might as well talk about it.
Okay, gotcha.
So the Bears lost yesterday to Cleveland. Still alive in the playoffs, but they're dangling as the number 5 pick overall. So they're not going to squeak in. They may squeak in. If they do, they'll probably be one and done. Unless they play Detroit, then they could squeak by that one and then really get everybody's hopes up high. And then exactly. So the first drop pass was the 50 or 60-yard pass play to Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
Former
Packer, had the linebacker or whoever was D'ing him up, had him beat by like 8 yards. Couldn't have been a better pass. You thought it could have been a better pass. Hope it hits your hands. His arms weren't even extended. It was right here.
Yeah, it was. I watched it.
Yeah, I know you were just pushing.
I don't think he would have walked in to the end zone though. I think he would have been tackled. Because that guy, I don't think he was 8 yards ahead of him. He was like right on his tail. And I think with his momentum, I think he probably would have caught it and he probably would have fell down. Yeah. It's just the way it looked to me, or that cornerback would have caught him. But yes, I agree. He should have caught that ball.
Yeah.
That is a catchable ball.
And then we had a couple passes in the fourth quarter that were dropped by Scott and Mooney. Mooney dropped the Hail Mary that in his hands, he pops it up and it's intercepted.
Yeah.
So a game that should have been won wasn't.
Yep.
Is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. Same with my team. Just a couple notes on the Bears. Do you want them to make the playoffs or do you want them to get a better draft pick? What's your choice?
Well, right now I think you're just looking at draft choice. You're sitting at 5 and 9 now.
Yeah.
How many 8 and 9 teams march into the Super Bowl? You're not going to beat San Francisco.
No.
Probably not going to beat Dallas on the road.
Probably not. I think you could take the Lions and you could take the Eagles. I think the Eagles are hurting a little bit more than but we'll see. We'll see how they do tonight. But I think, I have it on good word that Matt Eberflus told the wide receivers to knock down that Hail Mary pass. Because they're tanking.
Because that's Eberflus's job. It's on the line. Yeah. And I'm thinking that boy. No.
That would have been a pretty impressive catch, man. Hits the guy on like every part of his body, didn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Couldn't reel it in. So what do you do?
I'm still like, bro, where are y'all seeing this? Like, what makes him not the quarterback for the Chicago Bears right now? I get y'all got everybody coming out. It's like 2 of them. I don't think they better than Justin, so they cool.
DJ Moore.
I don't know. Y'all asked me that.
No, so this is now you have a different take on it than I do. Because you really can't say Caleb Williams is better than Justin Fields right now. You can't. He's never look how he's done against top 25 college football teams. I could bring that stat up for you if you want me to.
No, that's okay.
It's just like the old when somebody says when Cleveland was who's the worst team in the NFL? Carolina. Like people say, well, Alabama could come in and kick Carolina's butt. Do we know that for sure? We don't. Could they? Possibly.
But if they played 10 times, Alabama could beat them once, maybe.
Yeah. So are we going down that road of saying, okay, when Caleb Williams throws the same pass as Justin Fields 10 times, he completes it 6 and Justin completes it 5?
If it's on the practice field, I don't know. I'm just yanking your chain.
I know, I don't think you can.
I said Justin Fields is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But they don't have him in the right system.
Yeah.
They don't. How many yards did he rush for yesterday?
Yeah, he had a few, but he didn't have any design runs. There was a few of them, but and I go back to and I've went over this in my head numerous times last night. Just the fact when you're scrolling through and it's just like the offensive coordinator has to go. Luke Getsy has to go. He has no clue on how to call a full game because I think we had a 3rd down or 2nd down and 9, and he throws a screen pass to DJ Moore running laterally, backpedaling as he caught it.
Mm-hmm.
One guy misses the block, and he gets just loss of 5.
Yeah.
At a crucial point in the game, it's like, okay, at that point, you either got to run a running back screen, or these wide receiver screens are getting wore out in the Chicago Bears system. I mean,
and they know it's coming. I mean,
yeah,
that's like sign stealing right there.
Yeah,
how they line up. It's like, okay, it's a screen. You see the linebackers and defensive back, they know what's going on.
It's either good scouting or sign stealing, one of the two.
Well, one or the other. But I mean, they just know what's going on. But no, I think Fields is fine. I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback. I think I don't know. I don't know what I think they need a running back.
1 and 5. I think they go Harrison, or they trade that pick out of there to get to like the 2nd or 3rd. You trade that for, you got to make sure there's 2 teams taking quarterbacks in front of you. You get a boatload of picks. You take Harrison at the 3 or 4 pick. You still have your pick at 6 or 7. Pick an offensive lineman or whatever next best person on the board.
Is that what they need? Do they need some offensive line help?
Well, we're still looking at a center. We're still looking at. We had Jenkins went down with an injury. I don't know how serious that is, but this time of year, it might just be it might have been cold.
I mean,
coach, I'm cold, and put me in the blue warm tent over there.
Yeah.
There.
You get beat up. Yeah, I'm sure there's heat. So, well, and it was a closer game than I thought it was going to be. The Bears defense is pretty dang good, or the Browns defense. Is
they are.
I thought they'd chase them down,
and they're a team too. It's like, I haven't watched Cleveland play this year. I understand you're the number 1 defense in the league, but when you're down 7 or 14-3, and you make a tackle, you don't run up the sidelines, flipping. I mean, act like you
got to get some spark going, buddy. You got to get some spark going.
They do it every play.
Yeah,
it's just like who was the one? Eckler last week when they were down 49-0. He gets a first down and he's like, I'm like, dude, look at the scoreboard, man.
Yeah.
You did it right in the you're just gonna fire them up more.
I know it. I know what you're saying.
All right, let's slowly transition into that.
Let's talk the Vikings. And I kind of was like doing some errands during the day, so I was kind of like listening to Paul Allen, listening to he's a pretty good homer. And then I got home to watch the end of the game, and I couldn't believe that last touchdown on Cincinnati. I mean, it was all they had to do. There was 2 guys there, and he just stopped. Who's number 5? I can't think of. I know his name, but I just can't. I think it's Blackman. He could have just went up there and like took the ball out of the guy's hand, but he just stopped. He thought Evans had it intercepted, but I mean, they had two plays like that, Nolan. They just threw it up and the dude caught it. But I thought Mullins played well. Did you watch the game or not?
I think
you were kind of in and out.
80% of the game, yeah.
And
Mullins looked good.
Looked good.
He's
Ty Chandler was running with some authority. I told you he's a better running back than Matson. I told you that a long time ago.
Well, and that's another thing with Kevin O'Connell. It's like he's calling the plays, right?
Yeah, those 2 tush pushes at the end there. You got CJ Ham, who's your fullback. You re-sign him and you don't use him. I mean, give it to him. He's going to have him push you from behind. They take the lightest guy on the field to push. And
well, bring in Harrison Smith or somebody that's bringing a big defender that can.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you freaking give it to Ty Chandler and freaking let him run it in. There was the one play that was freaking awesome. Is everyone thought it was going to be the tush push or whatever you call it, and they ran Chandler outside and Mullins just up and over the guy's head, and he ran for like 15 yards. Just do that. That wins you the game. Right there. But
instead, you go to overtime, and
I
was yelling at the TV.
That was the overtime when they were doing the 3rd and 4th down. You said it best. You said punt the ball. Punt the ball. You don't go for it on 4th and 1 there. And then I read, you're chicken. He can't. No, your defense was they went into the prevent D kind of at the end there, and just stupid play calling, stupid and this and that, and that's where people say the percentages. But Kirk Cousins was sorely missed this whole year. Justin Jefferson's time off was pretty rough on the Vikings, and for them to still be in the playoff hunt tells you one of two things: that there's a lot of crappy teams in the NFL, which I seem to believe.
More in the NFC. Yeah.
Well, in the NFC, or the Vikings actually have some talent, and that defense is like pretty good, except for the last 3 drives of the game. They were terrible. They were terrible. So, but what do you do? You know, it's just football, and I was kind of bummed out for a minute, and then it was like, okay, well, I got some other stuff to do.
Yeah, it was kind of like me too. But I mean, look at Mullins. Good game.
300 yards.
But he's a backup.
Yeah, he's a backup.
He's a backup. So you're not going to go into the playoffs with Mullins and expect to shock and awe anybody.
Yeah. Well, who put a win on the board for the Texans yesterday? Who was that? It's Case Keenum.
Keenum in there?
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of that game.
Yeah, neither did I, but I just heard his name this morning. And what would have happened if they would have kept him? And, I don't know. The what if game is crazy.
That was a long time ago.
It was. So
Case Keenum was 23 of 36 for 229 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And the statue was sacked 3 times for minus 27 yards.
All right.
And they won 1916. So that's
1916. It's all that matters. You can get sacked a million times, but if you win the game, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to talk about this other guy in the division.
Who's that?
Had 5 touchdowns, and Jared Goff.
Nah, we're gonna skip. We're gonna skip on the Lions. We're gonna talk about the playoffs here. You want to go there, and then after this, we'll jump to the AFC, and then we'll pick a winner.
All right.
Oh, we're going to AFC first. Is what?
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay.
Okay. Scrolling on the bottom is the current seeds. Even after last night, I think Jacksonville stays at 4.
Yes, they do
with their record. So.
That's how it is. Yep. So we got Baltimore, Miami, Kansas City, and Jacksonville as the division leaders.
Those are division.
And then you got the Browns, and then you got Cincinnati,
Indy,
and then alive is Houston, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Denver, and Vegas. So
Vegas, I think, and Chargers, you can put a fork in them. I don't think they're.
I don't see the Chargers on there. I think they're done, aren't they?
It still shows them 5-9 without an
e-bye. Okay. So
eliminated is Tennessee, Jets. Sorry, Aaron Rodgers, and New England Patriots are all eliminated from playoff contention.
Well, I think we could scratch off Vegas.
Yep.
I'm going to scratch off Pittsburgh.
Yep. I'm going to scratch off Houston too. I think you got to scratch off Houston. Houston is sitting with the Browns, Titans, and Colts left, and I don't think they win 2 out of 3 there. I think they lose 2 out of 3.
Yeah, you're probably right. So basically it's going to be Cincinnati, Indianapolis, and Buffalo fighting for that last spot.
Well, I don't think
Denver. I don't know. Denver
has the Patriots, Chargers, and Raiders left.
Yeah. Okay. 3
very winnable ball games, so they could go to 10-7. Indy, they've got the Falcons, Raiders, Texans, so I think they win out. I think they're 11 wins.
Okay, so they're
Cleveland. I think they'll win at least 2 of their next. They have Texans, Jets, Bengals. Right. So you may have all the wild card teams at 10 wins.
Yeah. So who's it going to be, or don't you want to pick yet?
We'll pick Thursday. How about
okay?
That?
Sounds
That'll
good.
be our That way we can think about it a little bit more.
Okay.
So
now we're going on to
we're going to give out our first $25.
Okay. All right.
We got to do that.
Here we go.
Through and we randomized the followers and the folks that shared that last post I put out there. And our first winner is Ethan from Oklahoma. And we'll send out we'll tag him. Hey, Becky, we'll tag Ethan in a post. Let him know he won $25 from
$25 from Nola Score Visa gift card. So
Visa gift card. Yeah. Not from Chick-fil-A.
No, we don't want Chick-fil-A, man. Taco Bell.
Oh,
just kidding.
God.
Yeah, no. All right.
Clean you up.
So congrats to Ethan. Thanks for being a listener. We appreciate it. So On to the NFC. So what do we got here? Where did my little
and
thing
you're
go
dealing
there?
with one team that they stay injury free. Sky's the limit, man. Yeah,
San Fran. Yeah, I don't think anybody
but the
can
division
beat.
winners: San Fran, Philly, Detroit. That fourth one is Tampa Bay at 7-7.
Yep.
New Orleans at 7-7, and Atlanta at 6-8. That is for the division.
That's for the division.
Yeah, so you can have an 8-9 division winner.
Right.
Tampa Bay looks like they've got a decent schedule with the they got the Jags, the Saints, and the Panthers.
That's I don't know. We'll see.
New Orleans has the Rams, Buccaneers, Falcons.
That's a tough schedule to play out. So
and Atlanta has the Colts, Bears, Falcons. So got some division games in there, and
so Atlanta plays themselves on the last game of the season. He said Atlanta's got Atlanta's got the Falcons.
Saints. Saints. Playing the Saints.
All right.
So basically, what we're going to do here is we're basically going to one of those teams is going to make the playoffs. The other two are out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, okay, all right. So let's say I'm going to say Tampa's going to win it. I just think.
Okay.
I think Baker Mayfield is better than the other two quarterbacks, and that's kind of a weird thing to say, but
yep.
It seemed to have. I mean, you go into Lambeau and you whoop up on the Packers. That's pretty good, you know.
Yep.
I see the Rams making it for some reason. Matthew Stafford's got a little magic back.
I was thinking Rams, but they play the 49ers their last game of the year.
But San Fran should have everything locked up by then. So
okay.
I think they'll sneak
Dallas
in.
Will be the 5 seed.
Yep, Dallas is going to be 5.
They'll have the Rams. And I think even though Seattle loses tonight, which who knows, they've got the Titans, Steelers, and Cardinals left.
I think
Seattle is going to make that, and our wish of the 2 NFC North teams making the playoffs, I think are gone. I don't think the Vikings can win 2 out of the next 3. I don't even know if they can win.
And I texted you last night. I said the Rams and the Seahawks are going to make the playoffs. Vikings weren't going to. Yep. Yeah.
No, was that between all of your?
Tell you that DJ Moore is not a good receiver. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think. Well, you know, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
The Vikings, if the Vikings win out, they still win the Central or the North.
Yeah, I know, but I think we've come to the conclusion that Detroit is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I think Minnesota will struggle next week in Minnesota against Detroit, and because Detroit, yeah,
we play Christmas Eve.
Yeah. So yeah, I see Detroit win the division next weekend in Minnesota.
Okay, gotcha. And I see the Rams and the Seahawks making the playoffs.
Yep.
Vikings on the outside. You know, maybe the Saints. I don't know. I mean, obviously anything's possible. So
yeah, there's 8 teams alive in the NFC, and there's 7 teams alive in the AFC.
So it's going to be some fun. Going to be some fun weekend watching again. So
yep. Right. And every week it's changing on the 2024 draft order. Carolina decided to win yesterday, but they still have to win 2 out of 3 to lose that spot. And I don't think Carolina is going to do that. So Patriots are 2, Arizona 3, Washington 4, and there are a boatload of teams, 5 of them at 5-9, which they include
Giants, Bears, Titans,
Jets, Titans, Chargers, Bears, and Giants.
Yep.
And I think they said the Bears actually have the 5 right now.
The Jets do? The Jets do?
The Bears do.
No, the Bears do. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
All right. So
the rest of the way, they'll should beat the Cardinals. They'll lose to the Falcons, lose to the Packers. Sew it up. We'll get into the offseason and we'll talk the draft. Where's the draft again this year?
Detroit.
Yeah. Amtrak was booked up, so we can't make it.
Yeah. But we're going to Green Bay the following year. We said we would do it every other, so we went to Kansas City earlier this year. And so,
yes, that was a fun trip.
It was okay. It's all right. Got some good food. They got some good food down there in Kansas City. Got some good barbecue. So
there you go. Hey, we got another $25.
Oh, jeepers,
Chad. Yep.
All right.
We are gonna go. We picked this one out, and she is actually originally from Scranton, North Dakota.
Okay.
And she is. She decided college-wise a couple years ago she wasn't going to stick around North Dakota. She went to Kansas, University of Kansas, and she is actually, I believe, part of the women's basketball team as far as like a student manager type of thing, of trainer. Bailey Pierce, Bailey picking it up. She goes to college in Kansas. Listener, I think, or a follower anyways.
Yeah.
But she'll pick up a $25 Visa card that could be used in Kansas or Scranton.
Wherever she wants to use it. Yes.
Yep.
If she comes home for college. So well, congrats to Bailey. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. You want to talk about our picks, or what do you want to chat about next?
Yeah, it's up to
you. Or you want to do? We could do the top 6. I'm ready.
We can do top 6. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's our top 6 teams this week, and it's kind of tough when the Eagles play tonight, because if they lose, I could see them dropping out of my top 6. But since they haven't played yet, I'm still going to keep them in there. But I'm going to start with my number 6 team. They needed to win, and they got to win. And it wasn't behind the arm of Josh Allen. It was behind the legs of Delvin Cook's little brother, James.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah, a really good game. So I'm going to take the Bills, number 6, crawling back into that. I think they're a dangerous team moving forward. If they make the playoffs, they still got some work to do.
Yep. I don't know if we didn't really mention them in the
I kind of think I think they will, but they've got some. So yeah. Put the Bills at 6.
Right, my 6. I'm gonna jump on the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
So I'm putting them 6. They dominantly defeated a Bronco team that they were riding.
They were good. They were rolling around.
They were rolling, and then all of a sudden, something on the sidelines happened. Something imploded, and Peyton started screaming at Russell Wilson. And
did they ever say what it was, or what? Or was it just
what's that?
Did they ever say what it was?
No, but somebody said that Sean Payton has given up on the Broncos, and he had certain couple calls during the game. He should have thrown a red flag, and he just kind of stood there like he didn't care. And so I don't know. I don't know if there's trouble in Denver, but they were rolling for a while. But
yeah,
I'm going to go Detroit, number 6.
Number 6 for Detroit. Okay.
And then I'll go my 5.
Yep.
My 5 will be Philadelphia. Lost tonight. I mean, Hurts goes as the Eagles go. They're talking about him being sick. They're talking about him being hurt. They're doing little stuff at practice to teach him not to fumble. They're poking him with a stick, and he has to fall down on the ground. Man, I don't know, man. I think there's trouble brewing in Philadelphia as well. So.
Yeah. So, my number 5, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I picked the Chiefs just because I'm riding on the Mahomes and Kelsey, and even with that freaking Kadarius Toney, and then he made a freaking bad. You see the catch he muffed yesterday?
No.
And then threw it up in the air, and it got intercepted and all that. But I don't know. I think Mahomes is a winner, and they needed to win yesterday, and they did. So
my big question is, why is Travis Kelce flopping when he has a chance to catch that touchdown?
I don't know.
He totally flopped, and the ball went by him. I'm like, dude, you stand there. You're one of the top tight ends in the league. You catch that, and then Taylor Swift is up there yelling out profanities.
Yeah.
Did you read her lips?
Every time she comes on TV, I kind of just quit watching.
Yeah.
So
she was upset with it, and you just seen that one word that people love to say when they're frustrated. But
darn it.
Yeah, darn it.
Yeah. So
Farfignugan.
Farfignugan. It's been a long time since I heard that word. So speaking of Farfignugan, my number 4 team, Philadelphia Eagles. Again, they lose tonight, and I could see them dropping, and then another team would have to enter from the NFC. So
Well,
and I don't want that team to make my lineup. So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. My number 4 is a team that I don't know. They lost their identity, not their identity. They lost their mojo for a couple of weeks. Won yesterday, Miami. I think they'll figure things out. They're in the playoffs. I think once playoffs hit, I think the AFC playoffs are going to be fun to watch. There's going to be some good shootouts. I don't think there's going to be any 6-3 ball games.
Right.
I think we're going to see a lot of points scored in the AFC side of the playoff bracket.
Yeah. And that's why I only have 2 NFC teams in my top here. So, because my number 3 is the Dolphins.
Okay.
I took them as my number 3. So,
see, and I have 4 NFC teams in because I don't think one loss should drop a team. Yeah, they didn't show up yesterday. From the looks of Twitter or X, the game was fixed, so I'm not too
okay. So let's I know who you're talking about. So you got the Cowboys 3. Is that where you're going?
I got the Cowboys 3. I don't think a loss. I mean, yeah, they didn't show up. I mean, it was
no, and they have not beat a winning team with the exception of the Eagles at home. And they're just
with the exception of the Eagles, so they have beaten a win.
Yeah. No, I just said that.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we don't say never and then with the exception of.
Wow. But they're undefeated at home. They definitely need a home playoff game.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't play well on the road and they don't do well against teams that are close or better than them. And I just couldn't.
Dallas could end up going to Detroit. Right? No, they won't. No, they would have the NFC championship if the seeds stay the same way. Yeah.
Right.
So it looks like we're kind of going down to the bottom 2.
And I think we got them both the same.
Yep. And this could be probably will be the Super Bowl matchup unless Miami decides to squeak their way in there. But
gotcha. So yeah, Ravens 2, Niners 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't think there's any question.
Woo, look at that. He's got that flag up there. Nice.
Yeah, I think the San Francisco 49ers are the team. I think they're going to have a blowout in all their games, and the Super Bowl, I think you better make a lot of wings and a lot of stuff to eat because
it's going to be a boring game. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's not going to be boring, but when the San Francisco defense is on the field, it might be quick. Hey, hurry up and go to the bathroom so we can see Brock Purdy and McCaffrey working here in like 3 minutes. So
okay, gotcha. So figured we'd have the same top 2. How about your MVP? Who do you think it is right now? You think it's Brock? You think it's Lamar?
I am doing co-MVPs this year, Chad. I'm doing Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey.
So I saw that this morning as well. And
yeah,
I think those two kind of like take each other out.
Yeah.
And if Lamar Jackson continues to have like a decent rest of the season, I think he would squeak in there and kind of pull. Yeah, I do. I think the more votes that Purdy and McCaffrey get is better for Lamar because then Lamar, I mean, it's.
Well, and I think the votes that Justin Fields get will probably take away from Lamar too. So I don't know. I'm just, our third $25 winner. We're going all the way down to Wichita Falls, Texas.
Wow.
Not Wichita, Kansas. This is Wichita Falls, Texas. Scott. I said Bailey's last name, and I apologize for that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just do Scott from Wichita Falls, Texas.
Way to go, Scott.
Winner.
Appreciate you listening to us and all that good stuff. And we will be in touch to get your information, to get you that card. So, good deal.
There you go. So we'll have one more at the end of the show.
Yep. There we be. All right. So what do you got? What's next?
Well, can I brag about my
your
perfect bowl game picks?
Your toilet bowl picks? You go right ahead, brother. You go ahead and let them ride.
Yeah, went 5-1 on this past week. Now, this is we're as we're picking these, Chad and I can pick the same teams.
Yeah, we can.
We can pick the same teams. I went 5-1. Chad decided to go opposite on every pick.
Right.
I'm thinking he's probably seeing how I pick NFL games.
Well, and I kind of fancy myself as knowing college football. Obviously, I don't.
Well, and UCLA.
These games,
I thought Boise State. I almost went 6-0, but UCLA won for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went 5-1. We have a ton of games left in the bowl season.
So it's early. I'm confident in my picks. With our NFL picks, you had the week 1 victory as well, and then I just kind of took over. So
yeah.
And
Chad did mention that he says once the good teams start playing, he's gonna start picking the winners.
Yeah.
So
which I will.
Yeah.
So, but we got 4 games. We're picking 4 games today, right?
We are.
Okay.
And we're gonna start off with the famous Toastery Bowl at 12:30 Mountain Time today on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Old Dominion favored by 6.5 versus Western Kentucky.
Well, I see these semis on the road all the time, and they're Old Dominion, and I don't know, is that the college they come from or what? But that's the college. That's who I'm picking. I'm picking Old Dominion.
All right, I'm picking Old Dominion as well. Yeah.
All right.
So good news for you, Chad.
Yeah, I either win or I lose.
Tuesday, we got a game. It's the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. UTSA taking on Marshall. UTSA is 8-4. Marshall is 6-6. UTSA is favored by 11.
For those that don't know, UTSA is the University of Texas at San Antonio, and you are up, my good man.
I'm going to go UTSA.
Oh, yeah. I knew you were going to do that. And I will do UTSA as well. Right. Marshall's usually a pretty good football team, but
they are. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an upset there, but
okay.
All right. Thursday, December 21st is the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Syracuse favored by 2 against South Florida. Both teams 6-6.
And I'm gonna South Florida. I'm gonna pick Syracuse in this one.
South Florida has a 3,000-yard passer, and Syracuse has a 1,600-yard passer.
Oh, well, I'm still gonna take Syracuse.
All right, I'm taking South Florida.
Oh, woo.
And Syracuse is favored by 2.
Okay.
All right, and then on Friday, we have Georgia Tech 6-6, UCF 6-6 in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. UCF is favored by 4.5.
What bowl is this?
It's the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl.
Gasparilla, not sarsaparilla. Gasparilla.
No, it's Gasparilla. G.
It's your turn to pick first.
I'm going UCF.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's who I had circle. But since it's Gasparilla and Georgia Tech starts with the G, I'm going with Georgia Tech.
And you like their uniforms, right?
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. They're the Ramblin' Wreck, aren't they?
Yep.
So now we got to look up what the hell is a Gasparilla.
Yeah. So there's 7 bowl games on Saturday. We will pick them on Thursday, I believe, right?
Yes.
Are you looking up Gasparilla?
Yeah. How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
Oh.
Gasp Gasparilla. I don't know.
Gasparilla. Gasparilla.
Yeah. It's the Gasparilla Pirate Festival. It's in Tampa Bay. I don't know. It just doesn't Gasparilla. It's a pirate fest, is what it is. So.
And it doesn't say where these games are being played at. It's in Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah, so it's in Tampa.
Yeah.
So it's Pirate Fest. So there you go. Yar. There you go.
We all learn something every day, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. Not only do we
there are 4 bowl picks.
Not only do we give away money, but we teach as well.
Yes.
We teach as well. So speaking of money, let's
learn it.
Yeah, we got to talk about this. We got I finally made it over the $6,000 mark. Had pretty decent week. Yeah. Pretty decent. Well, I didn't win a whole lot this week, but I've had some pretty
more
good
than
weeks.
me.
Yeah.
I didn't win any. I won one and had 2 pushes, both at the -3. You thought for some reason it was 3.5.
I thought it was I just couldn't. I was thinking it was 3.5.
I actually did, but at game time when I wrote down it was -3. I didn't rewrite all my stuff just to get a win or get a push.
Yeah. So we're gonna go, and then by Thursday I will make my decision whether or not I'm gonna put in it all for the Aaron Rodgers plan.
I won't let you go all in. No, we're not going to go all in. No,
I'm going all in, brother.
No, I can let you go like 1,500 or 2,000.
I'm going all in because I'm 100% certain. Okay,
Boy,
99.
Listen now, boy. You need to make the decision either today or tomorrow, because by Wednesday, you know a decision is going to be made, and they're going to say Aaron Rodgers is starting, or Aaron Rodgers will not play this weekend.
I never said that he would start. I think he will come out onto the field and throw a couple of passes. That's just, I never said he would start.
No, but it will be said throughout the week whether he's going to do that or not. So you've kind of held your hat on Aaron Rodgers is playing. You just got to decide how much money you're going to put on it.
I'm trying to go all in, but you won't let me. I will send you a text end of day Tuesday to let you know my decision and how much it'll be.
End of the day Tuesday. So you're going to get some more insider information from Dan Orlovsky.
End zone Dan. They already, Ian Rapoport says he's not playing. So that's what you sent me.
Nolan Dick says he's not playing.
Well, I mean, who is he?
Yeah,
what is he? What is he? Well, I do. Your little Snapchat last night about that guy that was on NBC. That's the first time I ever seen that guy. Who is he? He was kind of talking about, well, if Jacksonville wins, they do this, and I was like, I've never seen that guy before.
I know. Did you hear my commentary on it?
I did, and I agree. And I agree with you.
Yeah, it's like put me in a shirt and tie, a pair of khakis, and I'll go up there and
circle stuff. And hey, you're gonna do this, and you can do that. So, yeah.
I mean, put me on the 3:00 Sports Center, for crying out loud, for a half hour. I'll take that gig.
Well, you got a freaking radio station, buddy. You could have your own sports show.
Yeah.
Or don't they want you to do that?
Oh, I can do whatever I want, but the fact of me getting any listeners from Boston or anywhere else is probably slim to none.
Well, you got to start small, brother.
Yeah, well, I got followers in Kansas, Texas, and Oklahoma.
We got the Midwest covered pretty well.
And our next winner is from Kentucky. Just so.
Oh yeah, Oh wow. Yeah. There you go. Well, do we name the next winner? You want to do that?
Yeah.
Or do you got something else you want to chat about first?
No, I would go Scott from Ashland, Kentucky.
He's
our fourth and final $25 winner. And I'll even throw in these 4 winners. I'll even throw in $500 each going of Chad's fake money.
Of my fake money. Yeah.
All 4 of you get $500 of that fake money that
you can spend on however you want. $500 fake money, just so they don't come back and say, "Hey, they said we got." It's fake money.
Oh, they'll piece it together where
yeah, they'll put bits in. Hey. So okay,
winner. Chick-fil-A, unlimited chicken.
Yeah, for the rest of your life. So, all right. Little Timberwolves talk. You wanna still playing some good ball?
They are still playing NBA basketball, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'm still riding off the
when's the parade?
Tournament championship.
Yeah, when's the parade? Do you know?
I'm waiting for the banner to get up into the Raptors.
Are they really gonna put one up?
I don't know, but if they do, Charles Barkley gonna have some fun with it, he said.
He says that's terrible. That's a terrible idea.
And LeBron James won the in-season tournament MVP, and that's going on his mantle. Did you see the size of that thing?
It just cements his legacy as the GOAT, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So, anyways, Boston 20-5 in the East. Minnesota 19-5 in the West. There is your NBA Finals preview.
Wow. That's
well, as of right now, I'm not saying that's
a
going to
call.
happen.
Well,
but-
no.
but
So
that
are the
would be
Wolves?
kinda
Are the
cool.
Wolves for real? Are they for real? I mean,
I don't know. I haven't watched enough basketball yet this year to.
neither have I. Anthony Edwards came back and scored like 37 points in his first game back, and Karl Anthony Towns had 42 points. I mean, and then Rudy didn't, he had his normal game. So the big three I think they're finally figuring out how to play together. So it'll be interesting. They're big three. See how far they can go.
Yeah. Thing is, long season.
Oh, I know. Oh, absolutely. 82 games, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's like
You just kind of
injuries happen. By the end of the year, 3 of your top 5 starters are probably injured. And maybe not. Maybe the Wolves keep rolling along, and I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Are they having another in-season tournament? Then maybe they win that.
Well, they kind of got screwed out of the first one by not like a point differential or whatever it was. That's kind of weird. But I don't know. I mean, people, all the things I read on Twitter or whatever you want to call it, it said it was good. Did you think it was good? I mean,
the in-season tournament?
Yeah, just a little something.
I don't know. I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I didn't see a bracket. I didn't see a.
It was just 4 random games played, and then the winners went out.
I don't know how they do the schedule. How do they sell games for it? Like if I'm a NBA fan in June and I want to go see the Lakers play on October 27th, how do I know that's game's going to be played? Is it going to be switched over to an in-season game, tournament game, or?
That's why you don't get tickets until you know the schedule. Boy.
Yeah, but where do they put these in-season tournament games?
I don't know. I think those are predetermined, but if you make it to the finals, those aren't predetermined. And then I think that's when they kind of reschedule everything. I don't know.
It would have to be, because if you win a game, then you face, say, Minnesota, and you guys are both. Do they pick an off night and throw them in there, or?
I don't know, brother. I don't know. Don't know.
I thought maybe you would have done the research on it.
No, I haven't, but I will. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. How about the Pro Bowl for the NFL this year? It's kind of a little different thing. They're going to have like a skills contest. Is that something you're looking forward to?
Like in the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, they're not playing the actual game. It's just going to be like.
Oh, well, last year they had something like. Didn't they do like something like that last year?
Oh, did they? I don't know.
I think so. I think they still played a game. Wasn't it flag football last year?
Maybe it is.
Or was it? I don't know. They change it every year.
I don't know. The only all-star, well, I guess there's 2. The NBA one's kind of fun because you get some pretty wicked dunks in there and there's no defense played and all that stuff. But I still like the baseball all-star game too. I'll do my best to watch that on TV because it's kind of cool to see all those guys on the same tube, and go for that. So,
yeah.
All right, brother.
Looking forward to baseball.
Yeah.
Still haven't got my jersey. I wasn't part of the record 48-hour sales of Ohtani's jersey.
Are you going to get one, though?
I don't know. It seems like every jersey I get, the player doesn't pan out. Other than my Urlacher jersey, that's the only one that's really.
So I'm getting you a Jared Goff jersey for Christmas this year, brother.
There you go. Well, then I could about guarantee you.
Yeah.
That there won't be an NFL championship in Detroit this year.
Well, then let's get it.
No, my Fields jersey hasn't been bad.
No, he's still got
took a couple more shots yesterday too.
He's got a long career ahead of him, buddy. He's got a long career ahead.
But is it going to be in Atlanta? Is it going to be in?
I don't know. That's up to them.
Because the Bears could get some picks from Justin Fields and really stock up on college players.
So where do you think he would go?
I would think Atlanta would be one. New Orleans. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Carr's starting to prove his worth now.
Yeah, Carr looked pretty good yesterday.
Yeah, but
I would say Atlanta's been one of those that they've talked about. But
so if Billy B stays in New England, you think he would want Fields?
I don't know. I thought you said he was gone.
Well, I think he is. I really do. I think he's on his way to San Diego, or not San Diego. No, one of those
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, bro.
Well, I think Robert Kraft has already said he is done at the end of the year, hasn't he?
I don't think so.
I thought he did. I thought he said that this is the end of Belichick's run in New England and he's coaching the season out.
I would think Belichick would walk out the door if he said that, wouldn't he?
Well, I don't know.
We'll have to let's get some research on it, and we'll see. We'll talk about next game or next cast. So
yeah, we're gonna be under. So I'm gonna win $500.
There you go. There you go. Well, that's what happens when you do 2 long ones a week. We talk too much.
That's true, because it went from doing a half-hour one and a 5-minute.
My God, are you still talking?
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know.
I'm just excited for the season coming up. Get to see you on Saturday. So we're gonna be we're taking off.
Yep. Make sure you dress warm up there.
It's a bit nipply out.
that it is.
It's gonna be cold up there.
Yeah. They got some snow on the ski hill for us. I was told they're making snow every day. So we will be skiing on Saturday.
And it's supposed to be 30s.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Yep, that'll be pretty nice. So yeah, the whole Decker family, we're gonna put on some skis, except Lily, she'll snowboard, and we will see what teared up with Becky's family up there. And then we're coming to see this family we know, the Dix family. We're gonna be hanging out with them Saturday night. So we're looking forward to that.
Do I need to bring some dice and some quarters or some dollar bills? Or
no, we can. The Decker boys, not myself, but they like to play 21 blackjack. So if you want to, I'll have them bring some money and you can throw some blackjack with them. We'll have a good time.
We do blackjack. We can do some dice. I got a dice game.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all legit dice too, aren't
they? Now, here's the thing: is my aunt loves playing dice. I should invite her over, man, because it starts off quarters.
Okay.
By the end of the night, I think there was one year, I wasn't at the family trek out to Minnesota one year, and my cousin texted me and said, you should see the pot that they're playing for right now. It got to a point where there was a bunch of pushes, and then you just double the pot.
Yep.
There was like $250, $300 in the pot. And I mean, there was some feelings hurt on that pot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of those.
Like, you start playing for big time cash. Dude, that's not good.
Oh man.
So growing up, I got a bunch of buddies. We're still buddies from high school. We used to play a lot of poker, and we played in between. You ever play that?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yep. And so then, you had a 3 and a 6, and you'd say, okay, you always had to bet something. And the least you could bet was a quarter. So quarter, and then you lose, you throw your quarter in. I remember this guy, he'll remain nameless because he could probably still kick the crap out of me. So, but he had like a 2 and an ace, and that's like the perfect, and he said, pot.
All in. Yeah.
All in. I'm taking the pot. And a 2 comes up. So that doubles the pot.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so it comes around and again and again and again. And he had like another one. He's like, I'm going to pot it. I'm pot. And then he had to double it again. The first time was a 2 and an ace. I remember that one. But the second time we were like, wow. And then yours truly.
Oh, you went pot.
I went pot. It was like $170, dude. It was just like,
and you won it.
I won it, and I was done. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. They're like, you can't do it. I'm like, yes, I can. And I reckon took my money, and I went home.
I mean, the guy that doubled it twice, he had to follow you out to the vehicle.
No, that's just, if I win, I'm done, dude. That's just like,
if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
That's right.
Crown Chad.
Crowned me, and I drove my car home with $170 in my pocket, boy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. You gotta put it back in. You gotta let it ride. I'm like, no, I don't.
No. I know when to say when. That's why I'm not in Gamblers Anonymous.
Yeah, that's $170. And I don't remember how much I had put in before. I mean, well, that was always a fun game, but those games, man.
Yeah.
They I'm sure there was some feelings hurt that night.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't listen to our podcast, so I'm.
well, you don't think so?
No, I don't think he does.
So holiday movies. See any this weekend?
Like, did we watch any?
Yeah.
I know Saturday, Lily and her little friend Isaac watched Polar Express, Home Alone, and then they were watching some scary movie because I could hear them both jumping downstairs. And then Gracie was watching Polar Express up here. Becky and I watched Elf early last week, but probably watch The Christmas Story, and then we'll probably watch Christmas Vacation here coming up.
Seen the bits pieces of The Grinch. Obviously, we've seen.
Yeah, they were watching that as well. Yeah,
I went through Christmas Vacation a little bit. Haven't watched it in its entirety, which
yeah.
I will here soon.
Griswold, where are you going to put that tree? It's too big. Bend over and I'll show you. Yeah. That's a good one.
And
wasn't talking to you.
My God, are you still talking?
I'm trying to set up something here real quick here, so just.
No, so I got to keep talking. Keep talking. I'll just do this one.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that?
Here's
there's our winners.
There's the winners. All right. 2 Scots. I didn't.
Yeah.
I remember when I had my first beer.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that was the one I was just watching. Hi, Becky.
She can't hear you because I got my earbuds.
Oh, you got the earphones on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've watched. I seen a little bit of Step Brothers this weekend.
There you go.
So yeah, that was one of the lines from Step Brothers. I remember when I had my first beer.
Yeah,
but that is a must see show.
We poop with the door open.
Or what are you going to put on his drum set?
Yeah. That's a good movie. And actually, you're gonna find this kind of strange, but I watched a little bit of The Sound of Music last night. I was just kind of trying to, it was our Art and Mel, our neighbors. He's the head coach of wrestling at Mayo, and then they run the youth program as well. And so they needed some help. They had a big youth tournament yesterday. There was 4 schools. The kids were like 5 to, I think, 12, and just a lot of kids there. They needed a lot of help. So went and did that for a little bit. Then Lily had a soccer game last night. So I was kind of like running around all day long.
Hey, you're running all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was kind of wore out towards the end of the day. And I'm like, what am I going to watch? And I didn't want to watch the football game because then I would have like stayed up and watched it, And so I'm like, Sound of Music. So I watched a little bit of that.
Well, there you go.
Untrop family. So, all right.
And let's quickly make a money pick tonight.
You want to do a money pick on the game?
Yeah, let's do money pick on the night.
All right. What do we got?
Seahawks. Let me see what the points are.
Let's go over under.
Let's do I have a gambling problem, do you?
Yeah. Well, you're just trying to win your money back. So
45.5.
Over under 45.5. I'm going to go under. Wait. Where is it? Where's the game?
I believe it is in Seattle. If I'm not mistaken. At Seattle.
45.5. Yeah, I'm going to stay under.
All right. $200. I'm over.
Okay. Sounds good.
$200.
There you go. I'll 200. I'll 200 under. So write that down. And I'm going to keep this piece of paper away from my coffee over here because our last one, I spilled coffee on it and I had to get rid of the paper.
It's 45.5. So if it changes,
but there ain't no changing, boy.
Seems like it always changes for Nolan's pick. It seems like I get it, and all of a sudden, it changed. It was 35.5 instead of 35.
No, you always come up a point short. Or a point over, whatever it is.
Half a point short or whatever it is.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, we're
all right, brother.
So you better shut her down.
Yeah, we don't want you to lose that money. So
have a great day.
Later, brother.